We've identified a new asbestos-related disease, and we're figuring out ways to avoid it.
Her story lives on in each and every one of you.
Firefighters that have lost their lives, that have really put everything on the line.
Good afternoon. My name is Sandra Neuenschwander from Ringgold, Georgia. Asbestos stole the promising life of my young son, Michael. I'm here today to honor Michael's memory and fulfill his dying wish, to share his story in hopes that our government will understand that asbestos is more than a mineral. It has the power to shatter innocent lives forever. Unfortunately, my story is not the only one. Asbestos has claimed too many lives and destroyed the families of too many Americans. My son Michael was only 27 years old when doctors diagnosed him with peritoneal mesothelioma, a deadly cancer caused by asbestos. I will never forget February the 14th, 2012, the fateful day our world shattered forever when we heard, "Your son has mesothelioma." At first I was shocked. I could not understand how this could be possible, how this could be happening to our son. How had he ever been exposed to such a deadly carcinogen? Imagine my devastation when I learned that Michael was exposed to asbestos by simply hugging his father when he would come home from work. Michael was expected to live only 3 weeks, but with the efforts of a dedicated medical team and his own fighting spirit, Michael survived for 3 years. Michael's battle began by having a 10-hour surgery to remove his tumors from his abdomen, the lining around his organs, and scrape his diaphragm and spleen. The surgeon removed several feet of his small intestines. I lost all hope that Michael would ever be the same when I saw the 5 tubes coming out of his body after surgery and the fear in his eyes. I felt utterly helpless, knowing there was nothing I could do to help him. This was just the beginning of endless surgeries, chemo, and horrible side effects. Due to the loss of most of his intestines, he was tethered to a colostomy bag. Each surgery and chemo treatment left Michael weaker and weaker. He was in constant, unbelievable pain. He used to tell us he wanted to die. When Michael ran out of medical treatment options to fight his asbestos-caused cancer, his last hope was a clinical trial. Michael endured an agonizing 14-hour drive to the National Institute of Health. I will never forget my son's words, "Asbestos is deadly. It does not think, it just kills." This disease changed Michael's life in every way, physically, emotionally, mentally. It also destroyed our family forever. Not only did I watch my son die a slow, excruciating death, but the medical bills, the travel expenses, and the loss of income brought my family unbearable financial hardships. After going bankrupt from paying his medical expenses, we had to move from our home in Atlanta to Ringgold. I remember in his final days, Michael would say to me, "Mama, I'm not scared of dying. I know I'm going to heaven. I just didn't want to die young." Throughout his entire journey with cancer, from his endless doctor visits to his deathbed, Michael was always working on a ban asbestos and fund research for a cure. In the end, when his pain was intense and no amount of medicine could ever stop his pain, Michael held on to his asbestos bear in tears. He never gave up. He had strength and courage was second to none, and his faith in God and humanity was amazing. Our son Michael died on April the 24th, 2014, at the young age of 29. On that day, a piece of my soul died as well. Michael had his whole life ahead of him. We will never get to see him get married, never get to see him experience the miracle of starting his own family. I will never get to hug him again.
I'll never get to do that. I'll never get to look in his eyes while he says, "Mama, I love you." I'm here to tell you, asbestos kills. It's time for Congress, both Republicans and Democrats, to come together and ban asbestos. For Michael, for our family, for the hundreds of thousands of other mothers out there that should not have to watch their innocent son die a horrible and preventable death. Thank you.